All right, welcome back everyone to part 3 of the case opening for OP-11. Now, because I won in part 2, spoilers if you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out if you haven't already. I get to choose the next 2 boxes that we battle with, and what better way than the classic 9/11. Anyway, I'm here again with Ty, and like I said, we're probably doing this all in one go in the same day, but you'll obviously see this split up a little bit. But Ty's here. I'm going to open 11, and I'm going to make Ty open 9. I don't want to dox him, but there's a special day for September for him, and I'm just going to choose 11 because I'm assuming that I'm going to lose and the towers will fall down. Anyway, with all the pleasantries out the way, Ty, you can say hello, and we can get started with the opening.
Howdy, howdy. Is this a metaphor? Right back. I'm glad we're not on camera because we'd have to switch shirts.
Yeah, we would. Yeah, we would.
I'd have to bring a suitcase with me.
We'd probably have to shower too because I'm getting sweaty with these. With
I did shower this morning, so W for me.
We did get. We ended on a 3-hit box.
Yep.
Ty got a 2-hit box, but we did get a beautiful Zeus. So I am looking forward to seeing what our options are. As always with these cases, we legitimately just don't want any duplicates. It's not a bad set to get duplicates, though, to be fair. But there are just, again, incredible hits in this.
Yeah,
go ahead.
And especially with this set, too, because, Wings of the Captain is James's set. So it's like, we want duplicates because I also like Zorro, but also, this is my set for my PC. So,
100%.
Having no duplicates is a very big win for us.
Yeah.
But there are also just no misses.
No, not at all. It's bad when Usopp has a good card. That's how you know. And
Usopp collectors rejoice.
Yeah, you're still coping that you think he's going to get good, but it's okay. We'll let you have that, at least for this set.
Even though I believe Otis said on interview he will always be the weakest straw hat. So you're just gonna have to live with that.
You're going to have to live with that, yeah. Maybe change the stonks. Maybe move to Chopper. I think Chopper has some potential late game carry potential.
I want to know what his fruit does awaken.
Right.
Because he's already kind of insane with his current versatility.
It's the human fruit, right?
Yeah.
So the idea is that he maybe has gears like Luffy. That's kind of the theory.
That would be sick.
Which is crazy.
Oh, SR?
Nice little SR. We got the Seagull Lady. Beautiful card.
Very good card. Yeah,
so we will be speeding up, as you can probably tell through this a little bit more. The first episode always has to be a bit of a yap sesh going over. We're still going to obviously yap, but we need to go over all the cards. I did the same thing with part 1, and then Ty needed to experience it as well, so I think it was only fair that we kind of do a longer, first box with him as well, just to make sure he can see all the uncommons and commons, because that's what it's all about here. And then now, obviously, because we've seen everything, we'll still appreciate it, of course, but we will kind of speed up a bit more and show off these beautiful SRs and alternate art. Beautiful Sanji. I think underrated for 50 cents.
I think it'll go up in collector value, but it's going to take a bit.
Yeah.
Just like the SP from, what was that, 10? OP-10?
10, yeah.
That was, what, a $70 card out the rip?
That one right there?
Yeah, actually, that's true. It is right there. $70, and it's, what, 110 now?
I was almost instantaneously called that. I was like, there's no way that's a less than $100 card. There's no way.
And it's kind of crazy because me and James kind of have that intuition when it comes to cards, especially we opened. This is a while back.
We got the hockey, dude. We got. What's the future side hockey?
Observation hockey.
Observation hockey.
Observation hockey. Damn it! That was a perfect setup, and
and you butchered it. What was it? It wasn't Surging Sparks. It was Temporal. No, not Temporal Forces. God, what was that set of Pokemon we opened that had the Pikachu or the Bulbasaur and the Squirtle?
Crown.
Crowns.
No, not Crown Zone. Stellar Crown.
Stellar Crown. Yeah, dude, we pulled both of those, and Bulbasaur was a $20 card. Squirtle, I think, was a $30 card, and I was like, "There's no way these cards stayed." And I'm pretty sure they're the most expensive in the set right now.
Now they are. Squirtle is the most expensive.
Yeah,
and Bulbasaur, I think, is a close second.
I think it's 50 last time I looked.
When we saw that the main hit in that set was a turtle that we've never heard of,
it was a gem-encrusted turtle.
Yeah, gem-encrusted crystal turtle. I'm like, okay, it's not the Crystal Onyx, and it's not Squirtle, the only true turtle in Pokemon. It's not going for anything. And sure enough, it's gone from 150 to $49 now.
Yeah. I think it's still a cool card. It
is still cool, yeah. And I think for Zoomers, that's their, their equivalent.
But we'll even do that with, like, you know, Destined Rival set. Like, the Garchomp's obviously expensive, but it's going to stay expensive.
Yeah.
Because it's Garchomp and Cynthia's fully twice in the background. So it's a unique...
I will say, after
for both Cynthia collectors and Garchomp collectors.
I will say, after looking through that Destined Rival set, it's pretty dope, actually. They've got some really cool artworks. But downside with Pokemon right now is you've got to fist fight your way to get them. You've either got to kill or murder a scalper. There's really no chance in finding anything in the wild anymore. If you camp at a target, they'll call the cops on you. It's just... they ruin the hobby. Okay.
Nami. Good.
Still a
good,
cool card,
good,
though.
cool.
I'm on a roll here with SRs, to be honest.
You really are. Like, it's
that's
not
like
looking
4 in a
good.
row. It's not really good, yeah.
It's going to be a lot of leaders.
On a little hot streak here. Which, again, would be kind of crazy if they... my bad. If they only gave me SRs all in one go. That would be kind of brutal. Bears, dude. Favorite
dude. Honestly, that's probably one of my favorite artworks outside of the Castle one, just because he's got his kid with him. I'm a dad.
Yeah.
So,
I still don't know what the hell that is in the background. He's getting some tongue action.
Hey,
if it's a nose, I don't know.
Respect.
Breathe
away.
Yeah. Neptune, though. Nice. Not too bad.
Do you think this is the destined part for the SP?
So, I'm trying to think. When did we get the SPs out of 9 and 11 last time? Like, I know it was a meme. I know we got one. We definitely got one.
Well, it was later in the opening because I couldn't show up until the end of, case 10?
Yeah.
And, I think you only had...
Well, I know the boa was from 9, so I'm
I'm pretty sure because I got the wanted poster.
Yeah.
Double rare.
Not bad, though.
And I pulled the buggy. Did you pull an SP in one of your boxes?
I got the boa. I pulled the boa.
But that was 9. OP-09. No. 10.
9. And Buggy was 9 as well.
Oh, Buggy was 9.
Because that's the other SP.
Yeah,
we pulled that one together.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I still remember the short. Go watch that short. It's fantastically edited. Thank you, Editor Jimbo.
The subtle, not so subtle foreshadowing. I
didn't even know he did it, and it randomly came up on my shorts, and I was cackling.
Yeah. There you go.
Because it's very weird to be scrolling through shorts, you're seeing a bunch of stuff, and then you hear yourself.
Yeah.
And, I'm not a content creator. I help out and I join in on the video sometimes, but I am not a content creator. So hearing myself in a short is just very strange when you're doom scrolling.
Yeah, everyone pretty much everyone I know always talks about how, and it's a common thing. My speech teacher in college always talked about it, but everyone always hates the sound of their voice when they hear it. And it's something that if you're a content creator, you're just going to have to deal with it. But my speech teacher in college, he said that it's if you don't like the way you sound, because we would do speeches and he would record them and then he would show them back to us and show the whole class, because this is you're umming, you're ahhing, you need to change, that was his method of teaching you. And everyone hated it because they're I hate listening to how I sound. And he basically just said, well, if you hate how you sound, that's how you sound to everyone else. So either change it or deal with it, because you can't. There's nothing you can do about it. And I took that to kind of heart, and I just kind of got over it, because there's nothing you can do. That's how you sound. That's how it is. And if you really want to change it, then go ahead. But ultimately, you're kind of being a little fake. Just be who you are. So
no, and I get that. It's just I think in my headcanon of how I sound versus how I sound outward wise, it's just that it's God, what's the word? I'm blanking on it. Polarizing. So it's just you kind of have your headcanon of what you think you sound like to everybody, and then you find out how you sound to everybody. And again, it's one of those things you can't change it.
You can't,
unless you're going through puberty. You can't change it. So
yeah, that's
who
true.
cares?
Yeah,
but it takes a lot to get that mentality of
Oh, it's one of the hardest things to do. It's and I'm not saying that it's easy as easy as that. To just change. It's definitely not. It's extremely difficult.
I've definitely gotten more used to it because of doing this.
Yeah, you kind of, again, it kind of forces you. Nice, Jinbei.
Dude, another Jinbei. That's so good.
The artwork is so clean. Yeah. Oh, it's pissing it down with rain. It's raining. A little rainy day for some OP-11.
Oh no, it's whole cake. It's Sanji. Oh no.
Oh, true. I don't wanna see that artwork ever again, dude. That
was dirty.
That pull in OP-04. I was like, dude, you can't be doing that to me.
Yeah, and you were like, hey, I need you to go watch this video because you're gonna feel the exact same. Because
Yeah,
I rewatched all of Big Cake with James when he
Yeah.
got caught up, and I was like, James ain't ready for this.
Dude, still nothing.
Dude, maybe you get the 2 hitbox.
At this rate, it's kind of seeming like it. We've still got a.
I mean, it could be a bottom loaded. I feel like that's how most of the boxes have been. Is like towards the bottom of the boxes where it hits off.
Yeah, it's like mid, you get your first hit, and then they'll maybe save the last 2 towards like the
Which
last
do you
5
think
packs.
they mapped it that way? Because I feel like when we did other sets, like the hits were pretty like off the rip.
So so my SP, both of my SPs I've pulled, which was the Tashigi in OP-06, and then the Boa SP. Nice, Don card there. They were both from the second pack. Second pack on the left, I got my SP. Right now, I don't think that was the case with the Wanted Buggy. I could be wrong. We might have to get someone to go back and watch that.
Well, you have to go back and watch
because it was your pack, so I can't remember when you.
I'm pretty sure it was middle of the box.
I think it was middle. Yeah. So, I guess my idea there is that some of the older sets, Jesus, it really is.
It is. Yeah, I mean, I think it said it had 50% chance of thunderstorms, and it sounds like that 50% chance is
right
100% chance.
Right under my house. I love this card, bro. I love Lord of the Coast. It's so well done.
It really is.
For just like an episode of.
For like a premier card.
We got something there.
Oh, we do.
Is it? It's an alternate art leader, bro.
It's an alternate art leader. Is it category?
Yes! Let's go!
Oh, it looks so good.
Oh.
Oh, does he? Oh, he doesn't blend into the border. Dang.
Not as much, but God, he's rocking that sweater, bro. Oh,
get this man some donuts and some mochi.
Dude, yeah, give him what he wants. He deserves it.
Dude, that looks so good.
How are we looking for centering? Not bad on first look. I'm not gonna lie, that looks bang on.
No whitening.
No whitening.
Good.
Damn, this thing is clean, bro. I know I'm peaking. I'm gonna be peaking a shit ton with this. I don't care. Deal with it.
Dude.
And that's my.
And that's that and Jinbei were the ones that we were really shooting for. So there's one of them out the gate. So you got an alt-art leader, and based on history, this is a 3-hit box.
It could be 3-hit box. Yeah.
I might be cooked, Jack.
In OP-09, when I pulled the limb, it was a 2-hit box, right?
Oh, okay.
So, but all the other were 3-hit boxes.
Okay, so we have one. Okay.
So we've got one more alternate art leader left, and so if this is a 2-hit box, then you're probably guaranteed a 3-hit box.
So we need a Jinbei.
Realistically,
yeah.
I would. The Jinbei would be sick. I just want to see it, honestly. Shirahoshi is great and all, but her regular card looks good enough to me. You know.
Some spicy thunder.
Speaking of Zeus.
Yeah, that's true. That's good lineup.
On cue. Hey, let's go. Great artwork. Underrated artworks, bro. That rare, like I say, with him and his kid.
Yeah.
That trumps a lot of cards for me.
It really does. It's
really
like because he wasn't even that important in the anime.
Not like in the scheme.
But how many actual decent fathers do you see in One Piece? Name one.
That would be difficult. I feel like a lot of them went to go get the milk and just never came back.
Yes, up.
Dragon. Yes, up.
Roger.
Yeah. Okay, that's my favorite clip though. I know I've said it before, but it's when and I guess it's a bit of a spoiler. It's whatever, but it's like they cut back to Shank's crew. I think it was at Wano.
Oh
and,
yeah, I remember.
And he's like,
this.
and it's Lucky Roo, and he's like, "We're gonna go see Luffy, right?"
Yeah.
Oh,
is it the manga?
Yeah, no, it's not a.
No, okay. Oh, it's Katakuri! Dude, it's a Katakuri box!
Oh, that's so cool.
And he blends into the borders.
Oh, that looks incredible. You'll have to see it like in person, or like, you know, you'll have to hold it with your.
Oh, he is yacked, bro.
Oh, it's so cool.
Oh, how's the back look?
I'm like seeing this. I thought it was like spittle or something because I like freaked out, but no, it's just part of his. Jesus, this looks incredible. Let's see. Oh.
Is it bad?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Not gradable.
Well, but nice little
They
binder
cut that terribly, but oh my god, it's beautiful.
It looks so good.
The texture's insane. This is a week. Oh, I'm glad we got this.
So Katakuri.
It's a
Is
big
there
hit,
any other Katakuri cards in the set? We have the alt art leader. We have the alt art SR. We have the SR.
Right?
I think so. So hopefully we're looking at like other secret rare that we haven't pulled. Maybe treasure rare.
Maybe treasure rare.
Maybe.
I think here what makes sense. God, I just can't believe that we hit that, dude. The Katakuri box on 11.
That's insanity.
We've had so cool.
We started with a Luffy box. We kind of got a little mixture on the second part. Katakuri box just off the rip.
It's crazy. Okay, so if we end, I guess the perfect end here would be like a Lucky Roo, but I think honestly, realistically, the other secret rare, right? Like the non-Kobe secret rare, I think would be a fair shout here, right?
Yeah, I think that's what we would want.
Alternate art, of course.
It might be the Kobe, but you know. You're always going to get duplicates of your SRs. Because you said, what, 8 per case usually?
With per case or box? SRs are 7 a box. And secret rares are 8 a case. Because there's only 2 of them and you basically get 4 every... Yeah. You get 4
So you get enough for a deck. If they're,
and that's it. The secret rares...
That's kind of cool.
Generally, the secret rares are very playable. Like,
it's expensive, though.
In OP-10, it was the lore. The OP-10 lore was very playable, so you would really need all 4 of them. Mm-hmm. It's still probably worth spending the $25 they are a piece than buying
a case.
a $1,700 case. Yeah. Guaranteed.
There's all your leader packs.
Yeah, this is going to happen. 150 years old. And Gum Gum Elephant Gatling.
Are there any other of Luffy's moves that you would like to see put on a card?
Luffy's moves...
Because we've seen Firehawk. We've seen... Elephant gun. We've seen Gatling gun. We've seen, I think, jet pistol.
So I know Gum Gum. The one I'm thinking of. I can't remember if that's technically Gum Gum Giant. Mm-hmm. But the one I'm thinking of, it's a bit of a spoiler. But when he's versus Kaido, and it's the Giga Hand, the Giga Hand. That would be kind of sick. And it's sorry, I just had to take a little breath there. It's just Charlotte Pudding, but. Very cool card still, I won't lie, even though I hate her, but it's a cool card. There's a lot, though. They've got a lot
They've got a lot of options.
They've got a lot when he's against
Duffy. And I think they're doing a good job by spacing them out with the sets.
I'd agree, yeah.
So
you gotta get a good amount.
Let's see. I think I'm cooked, chat. I'm looking at TCG Player right now. I'm gonna have to pull some big stuff.
Pero. Have you seen this one yet?
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah. So again, I don't like him as a character, and the artwork is kind of okay, but again, he's like kind of drawn a little goofily.
No, there's your girl.
That was the best one. Yeah. Spit on her. That is going to be a chase card for a lot of people. That alternate art, that was a big hit. This is like the Zoro box, right? You get the Zoro leader.
If you're a Katakuri fan,
which we both are.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Although I preferred his yellow deck. I need to play with his purple deck to see if I like it. The Trigger Katakuri deck was I beat the crap out of Japes until he figured out how to play against it. Ooh, did you get some?
We have a hit, and I don't know if it's a secret. It could be another alt art. So let's take a look here.
It'll be something.
Oh, Hibari!
It's the alt art, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice,
dude. I told you this thing looks incredible.
Yeah, she's got a little teddy bear there in the background,
dude. Nothing but uniques. Nothing but uniques yet. That's great.
That's a perfect looking card too. So I was that was the best type of box.
Yeah.
Because it's like again, you get the 3 hit, you get the alternate leader, but you don't get the secret rest. So you get the alternate heart roll. So that would have been crazy if it was the manga, of course. But
it would have been.
Beggars can't be choosers. But I like how they've done everything here is textured. Everything here is hollowed. This looks like a gas. Is that water that she's in? Is that what I'm seeing now? I can't really tell.
It's either I don't think she has a devil fruit that I'm aware of.
No, but when we get introduced to her, obviously there's some ice involved. Yep. So I'm like, is that the forming of ice?
Yeah, is that like lingering effects maybe?
Maybe. But beautiful card. Beautiful hit.
Yeah, I'm cooked, chat.
It's not looking good.
No, it's not.
Well, I mean,
unless I hit an SP.
Yeah, and here's the good thing. That's another box down. We get it on alternate leader, sure, and we've got nothing else in the last 2 packs. It's not like we're we kind of went through
a little double mega pack.
But yeah, we'll do a little double mega pack. But yeah, it's gonna take probably a pretty big SP. That's the best alternate leader, right? Apart from Luffy. So
Nami's better.
Nami, yeah. So Nami would give you the win.
Yeah. Well, no, because the Katakuri
Alt
art is worth more than the leader.
Mm. Well, yeah, I know, but how much is the Nami leader worth? Like 100, right?
I believe so, 100 even.
Yeah, so you'd have to get another decent alternate art hit. I just kind
of
spent this.
100 even.
There we go. There's our dollar as well. So you would need to get like a.
I'd have to get Nami, and I'd probably have to pull. Are any of the SPs? Or no, not SPs. Alternate arts past Katakuri. I think Katakuri's got the most expensive alternate.
I think so. That's a big chase. That was a huge hit, and we're gonna look at it again, but it looks incredible. The
yeah, it definitely is, because the next best one is the Zeus alt art, which I already pulled.
Okay.
So
that could be the best possible value box as of right now. Obviously, values will change apart from a non-SP box, you know. Very good.
Maybe after my box, we'll see. I kind of want to just get the loss out of the way. I'm not doing good today, Chad. Somebody check on me.
Did you say that though? But 11, that was good.
That was good.
What if 9? What if the Mr. President, they hit the second tower? You get the SP.
Maybe an SP God Pack.
I mean, you still have the manga chance. There's always a manga chance. There's always a way to win.
All right,
it's gonna take a lot though.
Give me some luck.
It's now Ty's turn. We're opening 9. So what we've decided to do, if we get a 2-hit box, we will do multiple boxes in the same part. This one we did get a 3-hit. If we get another 3-hit and it's kind of competitive, then we'll probably just leave this as part 3, and we'll move on to part 4. But we do want to obviously try and keep these relatively light, but also, you know, get enough content so that you can see enough hits. That was pretty sick though. That was a crazy box. If you picked up this box for 150 and those were your hits, that's really good money back, and probably value with Katakuri. I think that's a late game stonk 100%. I didn't actually read it. I've not actually read how
the actual
his purple cards work. Yeah. So that might be a good little after.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I might need to build a deck with purple Katakuri, because I played yellow Katakuri. I love that deck.
Right.
My boy.
Starting off with the leader pack.
Hey, good card though.
And Zeus.
The last box with James. But
yeah.
I'm feeling something a little spicy. I'm due, chat.
I would agree.
Although I did pull the buggy last time, so like I did hit pretty good.
Yeah, it would be kind of depressing if one person opened both SPs, to be honest. It's like,
oh, now I owe you lunch and dinner.
I couldn't hold it in my hand.
Right now, I'm not doing so hot.
Yeah, it's early on in this box. You got a chance here.
Well, if it's like, what's SR?
Helmeppo.
It's
really underrated.
I enjoy the foiling. It's
you know what it reminds me of? Those early Rob Lucci's. You know, it's like a character you're like, but the artworks were actually really good. Like the way that they followed it.
They were.
And like the like his you know, his shirt that he had on, like they did the roses, they did the buttons, you know. Those early like OP-5 Rob Lucci's.
Dude, I may have to give up on the pull tabs. I'm not doing too hard. I need to hit the hand gym.
I don't know. It was really fluid for me, and this is the first time ever in all the cards I've opened where it's been this fluid. So
yeah, it's just, you know, and I'm out of practice opening and stuff.
Gear 2, got a chance. Ooh, Nami, not a bad hit though, right? That's a good SR to hit.
Good SR.
You're gonna hit an SR. And again, this is day 1 of the release as we're recording this, so I will be intrigued. And we always do these predictions. We were kind of bringing it up earlier about how we have, you know, that hockey ability, the observation hockey to sort of predict the future of some of these cards. Sometimes they're a bit more obvious than others. Like again, if it's Sonji and it's part of the crew and it's an SP, it's gonna be over.
I mean, I think we talked about it in the last part, like what we considered like the Bulbasaur,
nice.
The Bulbasaur, you know, Squirtle, Charizard, because if you have the Charizard, which is Luffy, I mean, you can kind of tell with all the love he gets from the mangas and stuff. Like especially something that has a series that people follow, it's gonna be the same. Like there's just gonna be like the just always good cards that are always gonna hold value, and it's always the surprise to see some of the smaller cards actually rise up in value as more people get involved.
Right. There's always, and I love when people ask me like the factors of, or like what you think this is going to cost or anything. There's so many factors to determining the value of a card. You've always got to remember that there is a playability point to all of these cards too. This is also something you want to pay attention to if you're wanting to grade a card. You're probably going to want to grade a card in the mindset of saying this is going to be for a collector, not necessarily a player, because what are you going to do? You're going to play, you're going to play with a full deck of PSA 10 cards, like you're going to spend 50 odd grand on a deck, like probably not. So a lot of these alternate art leaders you have to be really careful with if you're grading them, because I would literally say, like, if it's a really playable card, probably better worth selling it if you are going to sell it raw, or keeping it raw, because it'll have more value from a playability perspective. Oh, you got something. Let's see.
I think this is a secret rare.
Oh, another Kobe.
I called it.
Okay. A little Kobe action.
Little Kobe. We're starting off just like every.
That's kind of unlucky.
It really is, because that's what, number 3.
That's number 3, and I picked 7. You opened 10, right? And now 9, and so 9, 10, and 7 have all the same secret rare. Bit unlucky there. Yeah. So Katakuri is a great example, and even like Luffy, right? The Luffy alternate art leader. There's enough fans of those 2 characters where there's always going to be a collector. So grading those are probably, even if they're very highly playable, I think grading those will always be a smart idea. But like the Kobe, for example, maybe not, right? There's not going to be as many Kobe fans. Nah, it's a little Jinbei. There's probably not going to be as many Kobe fans as there are Katakuri and Luffy fans. Granted, he is very cool, and he's becoming cooler, and maybe in the future will become, up there as one of the cooler Navy cards, or, Navy characters.
Well, and I think that's something that maybe One Piece kind of has over Pokemon in a sense, because, they're obviously both animated, so, like, they have their ups and downs, good arcs, and I'm dropping cards. But, like, Katakuri, for example, his arc's kind of over. So, like, we're probably not going to see much of him again.
Right.
So, it's going to be, are these stomp characters? Like, if you watch it from either a collection, if you're from a player's perspective, that's way different because you're just looking at meta. But, if you get a really cool arc with the Kobe, like kind of what we had not too long ago.
There you go. There's that Ferropera.
Yeah, I did.
You see what I'm saying? It's not that
it looks. I mean, it still looks good, but like I hate him. Justice for my boy Pedro.
It's a really good point that you bring up, though, with the fact that a lot of these characters we may never see again.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got this nostalgic value to it, and there's also a limitation of how many prints they can really do. For the most part, they're probably going to want to
unless they do like movies or something, right? To bring them back.
True. And obviously there could be big flash. It's Oda, so there's probably like 17 references in Big K Island that we didn't see yet, and he's going to reference it like 400 episodes from now, but. And Katakuri will show up again.
We do have the Great War. Damn, double.
All back to back. Thank God.
We do have the Great War coming up, so who's to say that, Katakuri's not there? Like, we don't know what it's involved. We just know it's like the war of all wars, which will generally involve everybody.
Yeah.
Even if, like, Big Mom is out and,
AFK right now.
Yeah, AFK. You never know. So it's like some of these could be stomp cards, and some of these it depends on when you started watching One Piece. Because if you look at like even from a collector's perspective, because that's kind of the angle we take at it, we do love to play the game, but it's
unlucky.
I'm getting a 2-hit box. Somebody check on me tomorrow.
If he stops by Home Depot, we've got some issues. All right.
There's one on the way home. I'm just saying.
2 for 10.
Things could come back, but also it's like in the long scheme of things, because you kind of have to think about it from Oda's perspective. Somebody could have started when Dressrosa was like caught up, and you're like, holy crap, like Dressrosa's so good. Like, I like the other arcs, but like Dressrosa's it. And then you have people that love Punk Hazard because of the lore, and they're a lore lover. Beige.
Ooh, nice. Even Thriller Bark, bro.
Yeah,
now that we know the stuff we know, Skypiea goes hard.
Yeah. Like because I've been a fan basically since it kind of came out for English, because back in my day, you only had like the tiny little manga section of Books A Million and Barnes and Noble, and I got the first couple volumes of One Piece.
Yeah,
and that's how I got started. And I watched the terrible 4Kids adaptation. This is a leader pack, so we'll just feed through this one.
Terrible fuckers. It reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh, bro.
Dude,
have you seen those compilations?
I have seen them. They're
so
bad.
funny. It's like Yugi Moto's granddad, and he's got a slingshot instead of a gun. it's like all right.
It's
he's like
so
treasure hunting, bro. I don't think he's taking a little slingshot.
It's so bad, but no, like I started from the beginning, so like I like Buggy because like when I started, Buggy and Smoker were the bad guys. Like those were the biggest problem characters at the time, and like obviously now they're completely irrelevant until like the theory of like Buggy actually just hiding his power, which
it's such a funny theory.
I'm so
invested in it.
Like, please God, Oda, if you ever watch this, please do it.
Yeah, for context, the theory is basically like towards the end of the show, Shanks is just going to go, all right, Buggy, drop the act. Show us what you're really made of, And it's like, because obviously he's been an actual clown this entire time. Useless, but has a really cool power, I think. Just never doesn't really utilize it to any really extent at all. And like it just turns out the awakening, he can like chop anything or something crazy,
Yeah,
so,
like he can turn the whole world into pieces.
Yeah, like he's got a Whitebeard level. Like I could kill the whole world right
power.
Yeah, that would be really funny.
Insane.
Back to my G-Base.
I'm hitting all the leaders, baby. It is a Don.
Nice. Yeah, so that would be a really funny theory. But you're right, and I think now when you look back on it, I think you appreciate those characters a bit more, and maybe that's why it's like, because I really like Smoker now, and obviously at the time, like, yeah, he was the villain, but when you realize the power scaling, so I saw a clip the other day, and it was like Luffy's heart, like it was some cringe, like real, and it was like the heart of the captain of Luffy, and it's literally it's literally Smoker getting mad at Zoro, like, why did you save me?
Three back to
backs. You got some heat at the end here, I think.
God, I hope so. I need it. I desperately need it.
But it's
You may not even need to check on me tomorrow. I might not even need a point.
But it basically Smoker's getting pissed off at Zoro, and he's like, "Why did you say?" So basically, Smoker's drowning, and obviously he has a devil fruit. So Luffy tells Zoro to go get him.
Yep.
And Zoro's like, "I'm just following the orders of my captain," and he's just like, "What do you mean?" It's like, and then he looks back, and Luffy's just like, Smokey or whatever, right? And like Smoker knows he's a Navy and he knows he hates that, but he can't, as like a man, can't be like, okay, I respect you. Dude. Wow, dude. Yeah, I'm trying to compensate. Dude, I'm trying to like keep you distracted. You are getting screwed right now.
I'm in trouble. Yeah, that's 4 in a row. And I started off, I think, the box with a leader. Like
a Kobe. You started with a Kobe.
Yeah, I'm getting them all out of the way, but it's like.
Yeah, we're gonna get, hey, maybe we're gonna have like 4 SRs and 2 alternate arts at the end here. I hope so.
I have a feeling this is gonna be a 2-hitter, but
there's still
this is the fun of it. Like this is kind of why we do this. Double rare. Yeah.
Now I will remind you, and I was reminded this a couple of videos ago. You can get the manga in a 2-hit box.
Yes, yeah,
it is
I
possible.
do remember. I remember you telling me that.
So it's even though there's no hope and there is despair, there's always a chance that you can just straight win, which is wild if this happens. Because this is a terrible set of, well, in terms of values, obviously the artworks are still cool. We'll pass that, but in terms of a battle, yeah, you're getting screwed here.
Oh, I'm getting obliterated.
Shirohoshi.
All right.
That's a cool leader, though, dude. My boy Brooke, you can't be mad about that. Okay, so you do get both of those out of the way. Both your dons are gone. So you've gotten pretty much all your dons, all your leaders.
Maybe I shouldn't have wished for last pack magic because it's kind of putting me in despair.
Yeah, it's kind of saying no. You have no choice now.
Let's see, what do we got?
It's putting you in a headlock.
I think 6 left.
Oh, you still got a decent bit then.
Yeah, I got 6 left.
6 left. So I've not really counted how many SRs you've got, but
I think I've got 3 or 4.
Yeah, so I have a feeling here you've probably got 3 SRs left, and then at least 1 alternate art.
Yeah, and I'm due a hit.
I think 4 out of
at least 1 hit.
Yeah, 4 out of these next 6 will be hits. So, well, SR hits.
SR hits, yeah, true. And sometimes, like, I don't know, like, it's changed from our day because we started with Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, and I didn't really get into Magic the Gathering until way later. But
Zeus.
SR.
There you go. There's your pudding.
A little pudding action. I don't mind me some pudding. But like holos, everybody thinks holos are garbage nowadays, and it's like, brother, that's all you had. That was the bit. That was the greatest thing you could ever pull back in our day. But now it's, the print quality's got better. The adding texture and stuff to all these have gotten...
The full arts are probably, I would argue that that's probably the best thing to happen to all these things, like the tag teams and like just the big alternate arts.
Bring tag really team, which I know they're kind of doing with OP-12.
Oh, we need to talk about that. Yeah,
bring tag team to One Piece because it would kill.
Now, yeah, like that's a good point. OP-12 they are doing, but they're really doing basically master with student. Like that's kind of
sensei.
Like sensei with student. That's kind of like the vibe they're going for here. Is we gonna hit? Ooh, there you go. Seagull lady. So they are going to do that with OP-12, which OP-12 looks probably, honestly, just as stacked as this set. The next, like, 2 or 3 sets are going very hard. So I'm happy about that. That's always a good thing for us One Piece openers and collectors. But I do think they have free real estate with getting just, like, actual tag teams. We're talking, like, they kind of did it with the leader in one of the ST starter decks with Zoro and Sanji. And that looked dope. I'm like, just do that, and you could do that with so many.
They did. I think it's OP-02, maybe. They did a Killer Kid combo.
Killer Kid, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about.
And it looks sick.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we've got like 3 or 4 of them. It's like, don't tease us. Just give us a full set of that. Oh, Sanji. Okay, yeah. All right,
now I'm getting all my SRs out of the way, so like it might be Last Pack Magic.
I'm thinking this Last Pack Magic,
but it also sounds like it's 2 hits.
Yeah, there's a high chance. But I was telling Ty, I was like, just imagine young Roger and young Whitebeard, on the same artwork.
Young Roger,
or even
young Garp.
Young Garp, So the stuff that we've seen that I won't spoil in the new stuff, like I want to see some old school young Garp and young Roger because I think that would go really hard on the card.
So there is a game mode in Magic the Gathering that kind of bridged off of Commander, where basically Commander is 4-person, 4-person. Everybody kind of wait. Did I pull over?
Yeah, Burley's a rat.
That's how much I know I'm not getting nothing in this.
That was. I saw the cope in your hands. I was like, I'm sorry, brother. I hate to bring it to you, but you ain't. There's nothing behind that.
Yeah,
you got to have something though. You guaranteed some in these next 2. So
yeah, guaranteed 1, maybe 2.
Hopefully
maybe
2.
It's double last.
I hope for your sake this 2.
I hope for my sake too. But I think it's called Villain. Is basically what it's probably got an official name, and I'm just butchering it. But like some of the leaders could be actual villains from. All right, it is Last Pack Magic though.
2-hit pack.
I should have kept my mouth closed.
Yeah.
But it is Last Pack Magic. I don't even have to worry about it because, or I just got an error box and this is just a 1-hit box and I am cooked.
Yeah, there's no way.
Absolutely cooked. Because if I get a 1-hit box, that's. Hey, at least it's recorded though, so I can report it to Oda. You know what I'm saying?
He's literally about to get the anniversary gold Luffy, and I'm going to kick shit around.
There's no coping on this one. I gotta take my time. It is a hit. It kind of looks like a secret rare.
It looked really red, didn't it?
It looked like a secret rare.
Oh, Rage! Oh,
she did have an all-star.
Hell yes.
And she still has the same yacht foiling. Dude, this thing is beautifully textured.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, it was a 2-hit box. I did get Last Pack Magic.
Yeah, damn.
It was just kind of predictable though. Like I kind of want like a 2-hit box with like the 3rd hit Last Pack.
Sometimes though, I do prefer it this way than we get the 2 hits on the first like 3 packs, and you're like, well, now I've got nothing.
Yeah, and then you got nothing the rest of the box. Yeah.
But I prefer that over. I prefer that over the Zeus. I mean, it's kind of it's probably tied, but I definitely prefer that over the Hibari, and maybe not the Gum Red Rock Pistol. But that's a nice alt-art hit. It's definitely a loss, unfortunately. I hate to.
Oh, it's not even close.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is. We're just gonna do that for part 3. There's a high chance that we'll probably be doubling up on the next part. I just think the 2-hit box was kind of unlucky there. So the Hibari I think is really good. I do think I prefer though the rate. I mean, there's many reasons why I would prefer it, but yeah, I think it's a really cool artwork. Oh, those are sick. Did you see
the texturing? I told you, dude. The texturing on that card is immaculate.
That looks incredible with like like what even is
It's
it?
like almost like a cheetah print.
It
But
is.
it's like the venomous moth stuff from the anime because moths have similar print styles on the
Oh,
anime.
okay. That looks okay. So just for that reason alone, obviously, a little bit of a soft spot for Reiju personally. Yeah, I think that's a better hit. So I would say that definitely cancels out. You would win that, but unfortunately,
Yeah,
unfortunately, Kobe, it's not it's not happening. This Katakuri, bro, and obviously when I stop recording, Ty's gonna look at it too. But it is incredible and beautiful, crazy box there. Really happy that we pulled that. Yeah, so
Reiju is $1 more, so technically from a price value, it does still win.
does still win. Yeah, okay. So I do win that battle.
You get to pick the next set.
Get to pick the next two that we open, and we still have, just to give you a catch up here, we have one more guaranteed alternate art leader. We have 2 SPs guaranteed as well. So we've still got 2 major hits. So definitely stick around and make sure you catch part 4. And depending on how part 4 goes, we may just make it one big finale for part 4 and make it kind of a longer one, and we kind of go through, because we're going to have another couple 2 hit boxes, I imagine. Otherwise, though, we may just split it up and make it part 5 as well. So I hope you're enjoying the series. Hope you're enjoying the battles. It's been really fun doing this so far. We will catch you in the next part.